Hey, good morning, everybody. This is the professor with Day Trading for Success. So I'm with a pretty big group here. We have a challenge. Someone has challenged, well, not so much me, but the strategy. So we have a couple of people trading a different strategy where if it wins, we will bring it to bear, bring it to light of day. But it's the same stock, the same share size, the same rules. We'll be trading market only. And I'll go over this whole layout with you in just a second and explain what we're doing. So this is just an entertainment channel. So please read this disclaimer. I am not a licensed financial advisor. You should seek the advice of a licensed financial advisor or somebody you trust before you try to emulate any of these strategies. You really even shouldn't try to emulate them. You should come up with your own strategy, and then make sure you trade in a sim first and make sure it really works for you. So it's definitely a high roller challenge. We'll be doing 500 shares of NVIDIA. So I will be representing the the RV strategy. The other strategy is unnamed at this time, but it will get a name if it beats the RV strategy. So we'll see if it can call out the levels better than what we have here. So the RV strategy is basically based on the best-selling book, Day Trading Volume 1, that came out last March. So I would highly recommend you get that. It's got some accompanying books besides the companion book to that. It has Day Trading Volume 2 and 3, which are all about technical analysis and candlestick patterns. So you're really going to want to get those if you start if you're just new or if you just want to look for a new strategy. Other books I'd recommend are Trading in the Zone, Mark Douglas. The other 3 books, the Day Trading series is put out by the $1 Million Margin Club. And then finally, I can't pronounce his name, but The Best Loser Wins. Sorry, I can't. I should learn to do that, right? But that's another book. And they all bring different things to how people might trade, but they're all definitely worth the read. For someone who's read like 100 stock books over the, last 20 years, those particularly Trading in the Zone and Best Loser Wins. And then the great thing about the $1 Million Margin Club Day Trading series is they're workbooks. So you're learning the strategy as you read the book with actual ways to do it and to log with it, which is really, there's nothing else like that, any other book like that. So it really makes it easier for you to learn how to trade. And it goes over everything about trading. And we're going to be trading that strategy today. Many, many people have made hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars, even over $1 million a couple of times just since last March, trading this strategy. Now, I do want to put a caveat here. Obviously, trading's only as good as the discretion that each individual trader uses. Also, we are outside some of the rules of that strategy, so we are using the same layout and the same support and resistance and pivot lines and Fibonacci and volume profile. However, we are beyond the ATR, which is the average true range. The RV strategy was basically invented, or it was come up with, they came up with it to have a way where day traders could trade very, very safely and make $100 a day, $200 a day, $300, maybe $500, maybe quit their job or quit their second job. So the way we have taken it and exploded it to, to well beyond what an average trader should ever try with such high share size on a stock that has almost a $40 ATR, meaning it can move $40 in a single day. So that means individual candles can be $3, $4, even like $10 in a candle. So you got to be really careful. And it's not this is not a stock I would recommend for the RV strategy. Even if you traded 1 or 2 shares, I would go read the book. It has specific ways to set up your scanner, specific ways to find the stocks, but stocks that are below like 6, 5, 4 ATR. I just want to make sure I point that out because I keep trading NVIDIA because we're trying to make, as much, show you how you can make as much money as you can. So this is for a certain type of trader, these type of demonstration videos, but they're not for the faint of heart and not for people that, you shouldn't risk this kind of stuff. But I know people do it all the time, and you'll see how it can be done right here today, hopefully. And it's kind of exciting because we have every once in a while I get challenged or get called out, and it makes it more fun. I really enjoy that. Being from a gaming background, and being on a pro tour for gaming, those type of challenges really, I look at trading like gaming, which could be good or bad, but those type of challenges I really get excited about. But anyway, so let's go into what this strategy really is. So this is what's considered to be the perfect 1 minute layout for the RV strategy. You have a 1 minute chart here. You have the scalpers indicator. So I designed this myself. I did get some help from some of the subscribers in AI, but I had the concept and then we tweaked it all together. This is free on the channel. So this is an amazing indicator that shows the buyers and the sellers all within the volume bar and shows the percentages. So you can literally jump on the stock as you're seeing this and make quick moves, quick scalps if you want to use it that way. Or you can look at an overall trend and pattern, seeing 3 bits of information at once. Now the only other way you can really do that is with the level 2. And it is better to learn to read the level 2. No question about it. Just most traders, 95% of traders, never can master the level 2. It is a whole animal in itself. So this is one of the main reasons that I designed this, to make it a little bit easier for you to kind of see what's it's not as good, don't write me emails. But for the people that can't read this is amazing and it's free. All right, then you have a day chart minimized down here. You have a 15-minute chart here, a 1 hour minimized, a 4 hour minimized, the SPY on a 5 minute, the QQQ on a 5 minute. Those are what I opened up earlier just to see general direction of this, what I thought the stock might go today. And then, of course, the level 2 and the active trader. So we're only going to be trading market, buying and selling. Those are the rules. You are allowed to reverse. You cannot change the share size. You cannot double down or add, or subtract partials. You have to do everything at 500. And that's what makes it sort of entertaining. And then you have another 5 minute chart here that has the RSI on it, and then you have another 5 minute reduced down here. Why are those all there? Well, I'll go over them right now. Let's start with the date. So we're going to start trading in a little less than 10 minutes, so I've got to go through this pretty quick. So this is a day chart, and I'm going to explain all this big mess that how can anybody trade this way, you're thinking. Well, let me explain, and it's not so bad, okay? So this is a day chart. So what you do to set up, this is a range-bound strategy. So you're trying to trade between the ATR levels. See that ATR high? ATR low. How do we get those 2 levels? You take the close of the previous day. If you look to the right of my picture, you can see it say C 871 and 33 cents. That's the close of yesterday, right? At the 4 p.m. mark. Some like TradingView closes it all the way at 8 p.m. You could set it differently, but this strategy is based on a 4 p.m. the previous day. And then if you look down at the ATR, it's a mathematical formula. Average true range, ATR, is on this chart. So you look at that number there, and when I go over the candle, that number is going to change, $34.09. So you divide that in 2, $17.04, let's call it. So $17.04 from the close, you subtract to get the low, and you add to get the high. Remember, the close on a red candle's at the bottom, on a green candle's at the top. So that's how we started our initial range. Now we want to be able to trade. And now the book goes into this in detail. It even tells you how to actually trade these levels, where to put them, how to trade them. It's like something you need to get. It's wicked cheap, and you have a workbook in there. So if you just want to see what people are doing, it's a good read. And of course, the other ones are based on candlestick patterns, number 2 and number 3. And you're going to see me call those out today when it makes sense to be called out. And learning your candlestick patterns, because the way things have changed since COVID, where there's more and more day traders, and it used to be the candlestick patterns were only called out in the daytime. So we're going to be doing a new strategy, a swing strategy, in the daytime, where we're calling out the strategies, the candlestick patterns, just based on day. It reminds me of the guy that says, "I don't go out at night, at the dark, at nighttime." I don't know. When I said the daytime, it seemed funny to me. I said, "You don't go out at night?" Like, whatever. So, this is where you find your range from this day chart. But these blue lines in here, these are on a 4-hour chart. That's why they say 4H. So we're looking for ceilings and floors, channels with inside the ATR. That's what we're looking for, and that's what we're going to trade on. If it breaks outside the ATR, I have some above and below. It's typically is no longer the RV strategy or a range-bound strategy. Out of range, it's sort of a trend or just a regular scalping, which of course we will do because we'll be in the middle of trading for it. We'll be trading for 30 minutes. That's what the challenge is. So anyway, that's how you get, and there's also 2 Fibonacci's in here. So let's take a closer look at that because we just have a few minutes left. So if I go into the 4-hour chart down here, what a mess, right? You can see this actually goes back 30 days. I went back further, guys, than the 10 or 20 days because I needed to get back to where the action was. So you can see I'm looking for candles, bodies, and wicks where the action was that are inside the ATR. As I told you, I went outside a little bit in case it, I was going to come back and mark more above the green too. It looks like it might go down today, but then I started to mark them up here, so we got them all marked. So wherever there's a body and wick within the ATR, these are marked. Now, sometimes there's some subjective reasoning move where I might move the level slightly to pick up more candles, a mean average of more candles. Because what am I really doing there? This is where the price action has turned around. This is a pattern. All technical analysis is based on a pattern. So if people say that they don't use levels and don't use Fibonacci's and don't do that, well, they're really good and they've come up with a strategy that works all for themselves, and they can poo-poo and make fun of everybody else's strategy that works for them. But it's better just be happy with your own strategy and leave everybody else alone with their strategy instead of judging. But why wouldn't you want a pattern? Right? Why wouldn't you want to see? You don't have to respect it, but it's good to have it there. Is it really going to bother you that much? This is a 4-hour chart. It's certainly busy on a 4-hour chart. Are you planning to take a scalping trade on a 4-hour chart? I'm sorry. I sound way too defensive. Anyway, this is why they're marked. They're marked because the stock turned around before. And we want to know where that is because most likely it will do it again, or at least has a better than average chance of respecting that level. So we want to know where that level is. The other way you find the level is with the 2 Fibonacci levels. So we've got about 4 minutes, guys. So this 5 minutes is going to show you one of the Fibonacci levels on a 10-day. So you always go from left to right. So I marked the high to the low, or it could have been the low to the high, from left to right. And then it opens up and gives me other levels based on a mathematical formula, creating ceilings and floors. And then I have another 5 minute down here. So I'm showing you why I have all these charts. And then this is a lesser 2-day back, and this was marked. This used to be a bubble here, but because of this has changed this. Why is that like that? That's the low. Why that's not? Oh, because they wanted to do that, I guess. Do they? Is that below that low? I don't know. I don't know why it's not showing it the right way, but I marked it back there when there was a bubble. So anyway, that's all the levels that you have. But here's where we're going to trade. We're trading right here. Now, that's not very many lines at all. Look at that. So they're just giving you support, floors and ceilings. See the Fibonacci, the pink line here, the blue 4-hour here. Now, in the middle here, you see another tool. This is the volume profile set for intraday. So there's videos on the channel that show you how to set this up, that is telling you when, hey, it might reverse. Hey, it might reverse. Hey, this is where most people are trading. This is the point of control. Hey, when you see these light blue lines come in, that's where you're seeing that. Now, this is what previously happened moments ago. So you'd want to know the only thing you really have is what happened moments ago. The only thing that's actually live, and this is still a couple second delay from the time you see it, but this is the only thing that's live. So I have it up here, but when you're trading a large cap stock, because the RV strategy definitely has restrictions that you'd want to read up on, but it has to be a large cap stock. So $25 billion minimum market cap, $1 billion minimum float, an ATR of 5 or 6, between 4 and 6. So we met all that criteria except the ATR, which I explained why. So I'll be reading the scalping indicator. I'll be reading the volume profile. I'll be calling the ball for my team members. They're going to do their own thing with us today, and that's what they call quarterbacking. But everybody is responsible for their own trades because I am not a licensed financial advisor. I'm going to beat that one up big time. I already got in trouble, believe it or not, with all these disclaimers. I got in trouble, so we're fighting that. And I have lots of stories. If you listen to my different ways, I was banned from margining for life, and then by the SEC through Charles Schwab, and then I fought it and won, and then I got reinstated, and so I've been around. It was their fault, and we proved it, and it was a platform error. So here we go, guys. So we're going to be trading in just a little over a minute, and I'm looking at the price. So it just made a new low. So yeah, so it looks like we're going to be going short today. Everybody's really ready today, which is exciting because we have a challenge going on. So we'll be trading for exactly 30 minutes. So I cannot go in till 10 o'clock, which is in about 50 seconds from now. Shadow wick appearing. It's fighting. It wants to go up, but it doesn't look like it's going to do it. I'm literally, guys, going to pick a... Wow, this is not reconciling. That's disturbing. Not now. Not in a challenge, guys. Come on. Really? Well, that'll probably straighten out. I wonder if that wick shot up did that. So, not a good time for that to be happening. So I'll be looking at what the market maker is going to give me. I'll be trading 500 shares, and I am definitely short biased from looking at this guy. So I'm going to literally wait for by the way, the other team cannot hear me talking. So I'm literally going to wait for the time, and I'm going to go right in with our little red. There it goes. So I went right in. I could have waited probably for a better position. So I have a $2,000 max loss per trade. I still have, even though it's a challenge, I still have max losses going on here. But it's just heading down, guys. So it was a fairly safe call to call here. I will be reversing. Normally with NVIDIA, I might not be, but I am absolutely going to. I pretty much got my confidence back from this couple of hits a few weeks ago, and this is the kind of thing that gets me back on the horse. So, I can see that I can see this. I can't see their trades on the Zoom, which is interesting. There's a couple of them that are red, so we like to see that. No, we don't. I'm kidding. No. So I can't get caught up. Okay, this is moving. Thank goodness. All right, it just needed to get going. So we are looking for maybe a reverse off that. I'm going to try to take profit where I can here. Oh boy. See if it makes it down there. Okay, good. There it is. So I'll wait to see if it goes through it. Is that it? Looks like it's not going to go down. I got to be very careful here. Yeah, I got to reverse, guys. I'm reversing on that move. It is not. It tapped it. It tapped it, and now it's going the other way. So I lost I could have made about $300 more on that trade, I think. But so I'm going to be using these levels. There is no doubt that is what I'm going to be doing. See how that turned around right there? I literally could not catch it that fast. I thought it might be making another run with the main body of the candle here, but it turned around. So it's not moving as fast as it normally does. Now you can look at the scalper indicator going up. It's telling us it's big time moving up. So I'm definitely going the right position here. The question is, will it turn around right there? No, it broke through the first one, and it hit the second one, and there's the 9 moving average right there as well. So got to be careful it doesn't flip around real quick on me. Yeah, I'm going to take that, guys. It is turning around, so I'm going to take that. Maybe that was a little soon. Got it 863.17 short. 863.17 short. So you saw how the buyers kind of dropped off with the volume. Now the sellers first dropped off, but then, the volume didn't make it. What I'd like to have seen is it to go back up where it had been, and it didn't. And now, I called that right. It banged off there, and it didn't break through it. It hit the 9, it didn't break through. So the prudent move was to turn around at that point and then manage your position closely with NVIDIA. You need to manage your position very, very closely. And also, I have to be careful of taking, you tend to want to zoom in and out. So, $200, get out. $400, get out. No, look at the action. Just hold your water, get some backbone until you start to go, until you realize. That's why I put a max loss, just so I would, now I don't want to get to a $2,000 max loss per trade. And I would probably definitely not win this competition if that happened. But so they don't have a bunch of lines on their screen, which is interesting. They have their volume profile off to the right, which a lot of us have seen before. They're not using the scalpers indicator. They have a bunch of different ones up. I'm not 100% sure which one, so I don't want to start listing them off. But they have 3 or 4 indicators that they're using, that they're doing some crossovers, and I'll be very curious to see. I mean, it's not like the strategy's not bad if it doesn't win, The idea is that you just make money, whatever the strategy is. But they were the ones that were all like in our face about it. So we'll see. The RV strategy is very unique. Range bound is not. AI says that's one of the top 5 strategies, and this is one of those. And it's been around since the beginning of trading. Really, this is just a different way to trade it. Now look at that. It went through there, guys. Wow. So I was looking to reverse right in here, and it didn't. Wow. So sorry, there's my wows. Wows. People say I say wow a lot, but this is surprising to me. So I'm looking right here. Whoa. See, I did a whoa that time. It went right through. Okay, now it's going back up. So I don't want to lose this trade. Wow. Sorry. All right, I'm going to say wow. I'm going to stop. Oh, God. Look at that. I should have. I missed that. Is that really turning around? So if it goes above that arrow, I'm definitely going to reverse. Let's take another shot down here and see if I can reverse at the 4 hours. That's at 860.67. To be careful, because sometimes this isn't moving exactly where the price is. So I'm watching the price a lot of the open, as well as what the market maker is going to give me, which is sort of between the spread. So now there is going to be a little bit of slippage with 500 shares, but not much because of the fact that this is NVIDIA. Half of this is hidden. These are multiplied by 100. So you're not really, you just do the math quick in your head. You know that you have absolutely no problem getting filled, even if there was 100 of us trading the same share size. Look at that go. That is great. Okay, so now we need to think about the fib down here. So that's 859.30 as a potential where I would hold it. Or if it breaks back through, it's going to break back through the 67, 860.67. I don't really want to see it break back through that. That would probably be take a profit right there. Just suddenly just slowed the heck down. No, it is not slowing down. It is continuing. Great trade. Sooner or later, guys, here we got to be prepared to reverse. Broke the fib. It broke the fib. Look at it stutter here. NVIDIA is usually just keeps going. I mean, it'll move up and down. It won't just stop like this. Is kind of on a 1 minute. This is Kind of not what you expect from the video. It's very fluid, fluid, out of control fluid, but fluid. So look at this as $2,500 trade right here. Well, it was. I'm definitely not, when this says 100% and I see that, I'm not getting out. I'm not reversing. Look at the 5 minute. Oh, God, I can't even see the 15 minute. Yeah, 15 minutes straight down, 5 minutes straight down. It's always good to look at the bigger perspective. Even with these little reversals, I'm not going to get out of this short position anytime soon. Well, I mean, until I see real movement up this way. I should never say definitively one way or another. Every second, it's a different trade. Every second you assess, right? It's your discretion as a trader that makes the difference. All the strategies in the world aren't going to help you if you just set it. You don't set it and forget it when you scalp, you know. Oh, my God. A second, I'm going to take it at the fib. What did I get that at? 856 even. Okay, so I didn't quite get it at the fib. It got close. I mostly wanted to bank that. So all those levels, which are like shackles, and then the fib is much more highly respected. We are getting close to the ATR low as well. So I decided to take that at the fib, and so far that was a great decision. But that could change very quickly. This is a lot of shares with a stock that can move $10 in a minute, you know. It's not doing it right now, but it's moving $5, $5, $6, $7. How much? What was that? What was the range of that candle? $8.51 range, that one candle. So that just gives you an idea of how with 500 shares, how much damage that could do. Is that really what that said? Yeah. Wow. I think it's reading the shadow wick. Yeah, that's not correct. Yeah. It's more like $3 and $4 per these candles. That would have probably been a $5. Oops, I'm not watching. I'm long at 856.38, guys. 856.38. Charlie she's here helping us today. So with the chat, this is kind of an exciting day for us. I don't expect to be in the 10,000 range today or anything, but I do want to make my daily goal, which is 5, and it doesn't seem to be a problem, but I don't want to jinx myself. There was a lot of debate whether to make this 1,000 shares or not, and I'm just going to call out it was the other team that didn't have the guts. There is a lot of slippage too on 1,000 shares, you know, so that's part of the problem for any kind of tight scalping. You might slip 20 cents. Yeah, so the candlestick is a little bit behind there. Yeah. Here we go. There we go. Come on. Look at the scalpers indicator. It's definitely telling us we want to go up. Broke the 5K if it'll stay. Man, it's consolidating here, guys. Now we have, you've got a spinning top, a hammer, and another spinning top, all reversal, all telling you this trend's going to change. So, and the fib in a 4-hour right here. So confirming that I made the right move. So these are just definitely read day trading volume 2 and 3 and learn your patterns, guys. These are really important. Now there's a lot of cool books describing that over at the $1,000,000-Margin Club. They have their own YouTube channel, and you can watch a couple of those books on a video, which is kind of cool. So, I mean, I would buy them too, but if you don't have the money or whatever. But, you know, a lot of people like to learn hearing. Being a former math teacher, I understand that sometimes books can be difficult. What's great about the books is they also have the work. It's a workbook, so you can test out as you read it, which is really fun. And the candlestick book is a volume 2, has flashcards and everything. That's really cool. That's one of the reasons I really supported those books, because they're workbooks. Wow. Okay. So isn't this? It's just sitting here. I wonder if this is it's gonna top out here in reverse. That's 858.27. So we're right. No, that was 857. Yeah. Okay. So we're $1 away from that. Yep. Okay. So that's reconciling. It just seems like it's not, but it is. Slow for NVIDIA. It's not. I'm not taking. I came in here determined not to make as many trades, but there we go. So we broke that 4-hour. And if you have been watching the ones where I was trading NVIDIA, I was telling you sort of the writing on the wall that I wasn't going to take 30 trades in 30 minutes. That I went back and I realized that's why I didn't make as much money, and some of them actually had losses. And that taught me that I was just taking, fast scalping is not for every type of trading. You have to kind of understand the stock and the levels and then apply the strategies toward it. So it's still the RV strategy because of the support and resistance and the ceilings and the floors and the channels that will help you. Now, remember, you respect these lines until you don't. This one, tap, turn around, tap, turn around. Here, tap, tap, turn around. But now they went right through. So as soon as it goes through, you got to remember, maybe now everybody that was waiting in the wings that had seen that number before, maybe they've gotten there, they've done their move. They're either in or got out or whatever. And now it's sort of a new ball game as it goes on. So as it goes on, you might not be able to respect the levels as much. Darn it. Don't go back down. Is that the whole move? It actually looks like it rejected off this level. I have such a big cushion that this could be the channel that we need to go up and down. It's not moving very fast. It's almost a $2 channel. Look at that, 856.33 to 858.27, just shy. $1.94 channel here. Usually in the RV strategy, you would set your share size based on the channel sizes that you're trading, and that's how you figure out your risk management plan is based on that. So it's different than any other kind of strategy where you're just going 2 to 1. If you read The Best Loser Wins, he doesn't believe in any of that 2 to 1 stuff. He's just like, you hold your winners till you see signs they're no longer moving up, and then you get out. You have made the plan. You know when it's supposed to stop and turn around. So as it turns around, a lot of times what a lot of people do, and it's going to be one of the strategies for because we teach the 2 different kinds of open strategies here, the RV strategy, the escalator strategy, and then we'll be teaching a swing strategy. And one of the things I've noticed in that we've decided in the open strategy, and I think I've talked about it at trading, is that if it goes against you, if it moves halfway up the previous candle, that's when you get out. And then you wait for it to re-break to get back in again, based on your support and resistance lines. You wait for the re-break. So, okay, guys, this is what scares me here. So it's in a new channel. This fib scares me. So I don't want to lose the fibs. I always respect the fibs and the ATRs far more than anything else. So, you're going to see me. If it gets up here, I'm going to turn around anyway. And then just manage. If it breaks through, I'll just manage there it goes. Is that really up there? Yeah, it is. I'm going to reverse there. What did I get that? 59.19. But I banked it. I got $6. And then I'm going to manage this losing trade right now because this starts to blow through here. We got a 20 kind of saying, no, we don't want to go by the 20 moving average. So that's right there. EMA. We've got a fib it banked off of, along with a 4-hour it banked off of. So it could be that the 2 fibs are the channel, and these are just little spots in here to if you don't want to hold it that long. Look at that, already 500 the other way. So it definitely rejected off that fib. So that was a correct call. Depending on how tight it gets, I might make another line level right here where it seemed to have a lot of indecision about 850, 868. Wow. It went all the way to the fib. That was fast. Okay, but it broke it. Okay. Well, now we're looking for the ATR. So either this 4 hour strong, oh my God, look at the power of that thing going down. Look at that scalping indicator. Don't get out when the scalping indicator is that high. Wait for it to retrace before you don't make as much money, but you can't call them perfectly. So, I mean, this could just break right through the ATR too. So did you see the power of that thing? That was strong. So wow. So it stopped at the 4 hour. So, a little bit below it. So a lot of people were respecting that. Oh, there it goes through it. No, hit it again and bounced up. That might be the bottom. Might not get to the ATR. So definitely at the ATR, I'm going to reverse. No matter how strong it is, I'm going to take a breath there, profit, and then try to manage. Doesn't look like it's going to get down there. Maybe. That's a new low. It's not. It's showing it. Oh, wow. I got to take that. What did I get that at? 853.80. So I'm below the ATR. Holy mackerel. That went down fast, huh? Okay. So, okay. From the looks of things, it looks like we're doing very well from the other team. So that's really good to see. Charlie's given a thumbs up. So I think they didn't call these as well as we have, but that doesn't mean it could stay that way. So I got to be careful. A lot of times they're used to averaging up and averaging down, and that's not the strategy here. But because of the share size restriction, they can't do that. You can't take partials. If you're used to doing that, that's kind of a huge disadvantage. I mean, they can take partials up to $500, 500 shares. But if I'm starting at the max, they can't catch me unless they start at the max. So, unless they're just managing losses. So that's why they started. And then now what's happening is they're not being able to trade. Because a lot of times when the stock, is going, if you buy the dip kind of strategy, which is what I'm facing, you're going to add to it, and get a better position. Then you're ready, full position for when you finally call the dip correctly, and it goes straight up, and you make, you're in a better position than when I had just, if I had just bought the dip and it started to go down, I can't add to the position, right? So the whole idea is that with the levels here, you're predicting. See, look at how this ATR is respected, guys. You saw how I got the formula. You saw how I set it up. It doesn't matter what it is, where you set it up, what stock. 9 times out of 10, the stock stops at it. Like, it's so many people must be doing that same type of range-bound strategy where they get the same formula, cut it in half from the previous close, market, because everybody seems to stop here. Man, I don't want to jinx it. I'm not superstitious, but I don't want to jinx it. No. But yeah, it's just like, this is why no matter what it looks like, I always reverse. Or, get out and then get right back in. Do a double click buy or double click sell. If you're having trouble with the reverse or you don't have it, just hit the button twice. It's the same thing. You're doing exactly the same thing. And my strategy is to manage my bad position. People will go, "You're crazy. Wait for the next setup." Well, you could do that, but how much time are you wasting? Particularly if you're in a competition. So there. No. Yeah, I mean, you're wasting time, but you're taking a chance. But if you respect the levels, and you saw how they were all put on the bodies and the wicks, and you can go back and look at them on demand or on this thing and just see where are they all marked, and they're right where they should be marked, and look how they get respected. So if you trade off of them, but the secret this is exciting to watch, right? But if you like trading anyway. But you're going to want to just trade with 50 shares or something so you can make the move of the entire channel without freaking out, without having a heart attack at the, at your computer station. So stopping at that 4-hour, guys. Yeah, I'm going to take that reverse right there. What did I get that at? 855.36. So I went above it, but below the fib. So I'm right in the middle on that 9 moving average and banking more, but taking a chance. I mean, I'm thinking, I knew it was going to probably, nobody knows anything, but I figured I had that as my backup. If I see it break through that fib, then I want to go the other way, so. So we seem to be just right in this range. This might be the new channel now, either between this fib and this ATR. Seems like the ATR is going to stop it from just going down, which means we're going to be riding these channels right here. There it goes back. Oh, I am short. God, I thought for a second I was long. I'm like, oh, I got to turn around. Okay, so it's already broken it to that level. So since it's broken it, it's not an automatic reverse for me because I've already did it once. So now it's sort of a retest of it. So we need to see, is it going to, it doesn't seem like it's going to go down any further. So, or is it? I mean, if you're just trading the 5-minute, you're just trading the 15-minute, you're just shorting no matter what you're doing. So this is going up. This bar is going up with sellers. This is high with sellers. It made a new low. A lot of people jump on the bandwagon when that happens. So guys, you can see the logic of the trades. Now look at those reversal patterns too, off that 4-hour, right? So that's a spinning top, or you could call it a bearish rickshaw or a bearish doji at the top of that. Oh, wow. Okay, so I had a much bigger trade there a second ago. I'm sitting here explaining, but now you've got this long-bodied candle with, average size wicks. So that could have been the entire move down because that's a reversal. But the fact that it broke through the ATR, like right in the middle of that candle, kind of gives me a lack of confidence that's going to go up. It's a very strong movement there below the ATR. Now, usually, like a magnet, it drags down to the next level. So we want to look for the next level here to turn around if it continues to go down. If it starts to go back through the ATR, I'm going to reverse and play this little channel, and maybe it'll retrace. I won't have as much money, but I've got to be. Oh wow, it is going to do that, isn't it? No. Oh wow, it looked like it was going to bang right up, didn't it? And then it didn't. It's at 53. Here's the market maker, so it's below. It's way down here. Yeah. 52, is that 52 now? Almost at 52, right? Right at the 53 even dollar is slowing it down, and that is a psychological support. Oh, damn, I was just going to mark that. I'll mark it anyway. Oh my God. That's a great trade, guys. So 51.61. Oh, man. Okay, so I'm not going to get out of this. So we got a double fib here. I mean, a double 4-hour here. Those must have been marked at different time frames, which is means it could be fairly well respected right here. So they could be 10 days apart, these two lines. Darn it. Yeah. I don't want to lose this 150. There's a new low. Candle's behind. The candle's behind. I'm looking at the market maker now. We're all the way down here. So we're here. 150.69. We're like right here in this area. Yeah, well, it's there now. 150.24. Is it going to stop at that double line? Get ready right here. So that's 149, 150 even would be a good spot to turn around. 150 even I'm looking for, guys, to turn around. There it is. So I'm going to reverse right there and bank that. And then if it breaks through that double thing with any kind of speed, I'm going to take that quick scalp. I think I got like 300 out of that. It might just sit here and take it again. Is that breaking that? That's breaking that. Oh, man, I got it. Wow, I took a hit there. Darn it. That was like $600, wasn't it? Oh, now I'm tempted to get back in again and go long. Wow, this didn't even move. I was looking at the market maker here, and you know, this threw me off because I should have been looking at the market maker is what I should have been doing. So this candle action is a little bit behind. So I was looking at my price and not so much this price. I thought this was steady at the 150. It's just frozen here, so it's way down here. We're at 146. Yeah, so it's totally. So this is going to suck it down to here. I don't know what happened there. It just stopped. So it's having a little problem. So we got to watch it here. Sometimes it's hard to keep up when you do that quick a movement. Look at this number. We're way down here. 46, 55, right here. Wow, you guys, come on. I took a bad trade because of that. I thought it was resting here. So it looks like it was going to catch up all at once here. There's just too much volume. The volume's just 250,000 the last candle. Okay, so we're looking at the market maker. I can't complain about anything except the way bad traders blame other things but themselves. Guys, we only have a minute. That's it. That's it. Oh, not reverse. Sorry, I've got to sell. That's it. We're at time. Wow. Wow. Wow, wow. How did we do? We won. All right. Well, how bad of a schooling was that? Man, I would like to go short here right now, but we're done with the competition. We won by over $5,000, guys. So, yeah. So I was going to call out the winning team and not embarrass the losing team. So I will call out the professor with Day Trading for Success. I'm sorry. It's just for entertainment, guys. It's just fun. Consider it. Consider it and have fun. Well, so that's the RV strategy in a nutshell. It is continuing to make money going down as everybody else is. Yeah. So what we did is Charlie took account of all of our traders. It's 10 against 10, but I know that I'm over 5,000 ahead of their leader. So that's a significant number to have bragging rights. But overall, as a team, I can't believe we lost as a team either. But we didn't lose as a team either. But we'll figure it all out and then yuck it up with each other. It's all every single person is very green, and that is the main thing. So so don't forget to look at all. There's so many videos. Don't forget to. I forget to always ask to subscribe and give a thumbs up. But everything on the channel is free, guys. We don't sell courses or anything. We're just trying to give you a leg up with entertaining demonstration videos and there's so many about the RV strategy, about the open strategy, about the escalator strategy, about how to set up your charts, how to get the perfect layout, how to get all the free scripts. Just look around. There's so much free content and a lot of entertaining videos. And then besides the videos, I definitely check out the books I mentioned. I'll have a link to everything, but I would buy other books too. Now, those are the ones I really, wow, why are we not trading this? That's the ones that I really believe in. But there are other books too that are really good. Oh my God, look at that go down, guys. Okay, so yeah, so people are definitely trading it. Well, I can still make money later. But anyway, thanks for watching. And we will see you at the next video. Stay inquisitive and stay green, guys.